What I'd like to do today is rewatch some of the KI Resurgence stream from this past weekend. It was awesome. I've only watched about half or 2/3 of it, and as I was watching it, I had this open, and I had this open, and I had this open, because I like to learn that way. So I'm trying to learn Killer Instinct, right? I've been playing it a lot lately. I've been playing it now, at this point, about a month and a half since I got back into it. And I feel like I'm now at the stage where I think I would benefit a little bit more from watching top players. I think at the start I wasn't even there. You know, I was maybe a little bit too remedial for that. Like, there's a level of play where it's more important to just figure out, like, what are your basic options, and sort of the mind games of higher level play, like, you don't have access to, really. Like, not yet. And now I think I'm getting a little bit more knowledge, enough that I can, you know, probably learn from what top players are doing. So the way that I go about that is by watching footage and by just constantly asking myself questions. What's the frame data on this? Is that plus? Is that minus? What's the option here? Why is this player doing this combo? You know, what was the threat? What was the implied threat that made some player do X or Y? I'm constantly asking myself questions like that as I watch a match, and so I figured that I would stream myself doing that. This was streamed on LCD's channel. They got a couple of good players to commentate, Storm and Zipmaster Flex. Definitely, certainly helped me out in terms of my understanding of what's going on. And even, you know, for somebody who does know what's going on, they're just exciting to listen to. So I definitely recommend that you check that out. So this is Sonic Dolphin versus Hologram. This is winners finals of this tournament. This is Arbiter versus Thunder. And my understanding of these two characters is a little bit. You know, I know that Thunder is a grappler. They both have command grabs. I know Thunder has a pretty far one. I know he's got the charge up that makes him dash through you, and he can use it to cancel out of some stuff, and he can charge it up and it blows up a fireball if it's coming in. And he has follow-ups to his DPs, and he has an overhead, and he's got lows, and he's just a crazy mix-up machine. And even though he has that extremely slow jump, he still has some of the nuttier jump approaches in this game. It's pretty remarkable. He's got some good mid-range tools. Call him an ignorant character? Yes. Yes, that I can definitely see that he's an ignorant character. And then Arbiter is a very funky character with a zoning projectile. Those little little ammo things down at the bottom side here, right above his little shadow meter. He can zone with those, but they're a finite resource and they'll go away. So he has to be careful about that. He can also end combos in that way, or end command grabs in that way. And he has a rechargeable bomb that explodes and restands the opponent, but it can also hit Arbiter if he doesn't have the shield on. And he has really good far buttons, and he has really good sort of overhead approaches. Not good in lows, but he's got overhead and he's got command grab, and the command grab's invincible once it starts. He can parry and instinct. Yeah. All right. So, you know, I know some things about these characters. I'm not at 0 anymore, which is why now I feel like it's good for me to start watching high level play so I can understand a little bit more. Man, dash up DP. I mean, I know he has the options afterward. All right, so overhead. So that is forward HP, I believe. Yes. -2 on hit, sure enough. -6 on block. Dang, all right. So what's the threat there? The threat is to cancel it? So let's go back, because like already I'm like, what the heck? He did not cancel it. Oh, okay, and so Sonic Dolphin takes his turn. All right, but why not cancel it? Is the frame trap that strong? So when you do that, you can then cancel into, you can go into Triplax, or you can go into Ankle Slicer, basically, right? Or can you tick into grab as well? So Triplax is safe, right? Ankle Slicer, safe except for on Roundhouse. So he could do stuff, he just chooses not to because he expects that he's going to have frozen Sonic Dolphin here, who He's a good enough player to know the threat. Alright, anyway. It's only jab short, that's a bummer. Alright, so ending so he can get the charge. So now he can, yep, now he can dash cancel, I was just gonna say. Again, that's so cheap. Oh dang, alright, so it's a wake up that Arbiter has that can blow up both opponents unless he has the shield on. And SonicDolphin just tried it out and hologram blocked. Boy, the game's bitrate is exploding on me.
It's gonna be tough times, but so
ooh, okay.
Small area. I like that he got the
dang, he called out L. Oh, was that a parry in the sky? Again, all right, let's go. I'm gonna go. Actually, you know what? Let's just watch the round, and then we'll get into this.
When it comes to wake up options, Kimmy's gonna have the.
So that definitely freezes people. I'm surprised. I'm not sure why Hologram jumped there. Why would he have jumped?
And I think that Arbiter.
I mean, it's gonna explode, right? You know the timing. I know the timing. I'm sure he does. Dang. Okay. But because he had the shield on, he was okay. I see. Interesting. So is he just intending to wait this instinct out, I guess? Nice. Dang. Okay. 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 Alright, nice work. So, a few things to talk about here. Let's go back. Cool, so that was the parry, right? So I believe that's HP HK that you press, because it's only an instinct. So this is a break, yeah.
What I was gonna say is, when it comes to wake up options, Kimmy's
but why this jump? Like, what else could have come there? Even if SonicDolphin had started a command grab and it had like approached and was gonna grab, still jumping here is maybe the worst of the two options. It's not clear to me why he would do that, because it fully restands you. Like, it's not like you get knocked down. It's not like an OTG here. Like, this is a full-on recap. You're in trouble. Whereas a command grab, is like some damage, and then maybe he follows it up with another bomb or some gunshots or something, but I mean, this is big news.
And I think that our wake up, that's gonna hit both sides. If Kim decides to parry,
nice, again. Okay, and so he was able to get through that because of shield or what?
That's gonna hit both sides.
Okay, so oh my god, you can barely see what's going on. Yep, explodes. And right, so his shield goes away. Yep, got it.
He grabs it, so.
And he had overshield, so that grenade was.
Now he's trying to wait out the instinct. That makes sense. Ooh, what a call. Wow, you got a long. Oh, right.
And you know, very surprising considering how that round started. But
you know, I don't even really know enough about the combos to wonder why. Like, is it an important question to ask why he would do counterbreaker here? Or is that just, that is to say, is this an obvious spot where the opponent would want to break? Or is this just a big read?
Probably just some fantastic use of button.
Alright, so here, and he goes into it, but why? That was a heavy? I can't even see it, jeez. I just don't know what they look like. When I look at Arbiter, all the buttons and specials that he has look the same to me. He has one that's an overhead. Alright, that one's pretty clear, but like every other button where he's like swiping around. There's a target combo in there, like I don't, you know, hard for me to tell. Anyway, alright. Wow, that was a punish from full screen. Jeez. And a little bit of extra damage. He's not really done almost any of those. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I said I would watch it through, but I'm surprised that didn't just whiff punish.
I like how Hollow uses that shadow.
That was so sick. The flip out into reset? Okay, I like that.
It's a good option, and you do have to hold it.
The chase, dude. Thunder's hilarious. Look at this guy. Yeah, dash cancel. Isn't there an interruption point, though? Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, he should have tried to grab.
Okay, overhead, yeah. Oh, Oh, parry it. He did, sick.
Okay.
Wow, you have so much time.
Hologram's good breaker is not going to take the bait. Well, he jumped.
Ah, okay, so he sniped the jump back because Thunder has that extremely long jump.
For the command grab.
Oh, that's gotta be
One
it,
last
right?
chance left for Hologram.
Just
The
shoot him a
missile
couple of
chip damage with
times.
the gun.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Pop him out of the
Yeah.
sky.
All right.
Once he takes that first round, or Sonic is going to be the first one to take the
That's so fast.
Full screen. He said, don't you call that
All
like
right, so he
my
shoots
wife.
him a couple of times.
I'm an alien. I've seen that.
And then there, right, so what he was expecting, or what maybe was he was hoping for, was for Thunder to just land and then he could get the punish with medium, question mark? But instead it was the jump into dropkick follow-up. He's got 3 follow-ups, I know that. And they slightly make him, he like floats a little bit in some of them. So it can screw up the timing, but they're really unsafe. And then this has a hit of armor, correct? So he could just basically do it, and there's no risk of shadow counter, and there's like nothing else that SonicDolphin could have done, I guess.
I like how how Hollow uses that.
That is so cool. What a sick little reset.
That shadow.
So it was like crouching jab short?
I like how how Hollow uses that.
Yeah, wow, that's so cool.
It's a good option, and you do have to hold it.
The snipe.
Very effective. And that's going to be a fun.
Right. So that's the moment right there where you could press buttons if you're super aware. Now, can Thunder cancel that into backdash as well? Oh, Shadow Triple X is +3 on block? What? Shadow Triple X is +1 on block. Pretty good anyway. If he does backdash, does he get instant regular backdash invulnerability? Or is it like its own separate kind of dash? Okay, so startup's invul, but recovery is where the solution is. I see.
It's going to be a punish. I don't know what Sonic tried to swing with, but it wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, he should have tried to grab is what I believe would have been the best option.
That cracks me up. And then 1 frame parry. Or 0 frame, I guess, depending on how you want to think about it. So parry, I believe, is instant. Yes. 1 frame in this reckoning. So, alright, so my secondary question was going to be how long until the next chance. So there's 11 active frames in a parry. That seems really long. Other games are like a few frames. 11 active frames on a parry. And it's full body parry too. It's not like you have to guess standing or crouching parry. You just do it. It seems pretty good. Okay, and then there's only 7 frames of recovery. So basically every 19 frames you can do a parry. So you can do them pretty often. I mean, you can do a few a second, I guess, right? If you're just mashing it out. But anyway, 11 frames active. Pretty good. Pretty strong. Ugh. Okay, now on the bomb. My understanding is that that projectiles are not breakable. And that bomb is a projectile. So is bomb not breakable? Okay, cool. So bomb is basically a way to get 1,000 frames of advantage. I mean, let's see. Yeah.
Here's the mix. Parry is
parry, nice. Look at that. Oh, I should ask as well. When you land a parry, can you cancel out of it? I wonder if that's listed. Or do you have to wait those remaining frames? So I guess what I'm asking is when I say can you cancel out of the parry? Can you do parry and then immediately press a button? Like in Third Strike, for example, you can cancel out of parry stun. It's just a cancelable state and you can do stuff. Or you could wait. And if there are multiple hits, can you cancel a parry into a parry? Like, is it full on like Third Strike parry? Like, could he parry Chun-Li's Super 2? Okay. Alright, seems pretty good.
Trying to get Hollow to lock out. Hologram's good breaker is not going to take the bait. Well, he jumped, and that's not what you want to do.
It seems like a really bad spot for Thunder. Wow.
Max range for the command grab. One last chance left for Hologram.
So I guess...
With the gun.
Yeah.
Why would he do DP? And especially why would he do DP into fall?
One last chance left for Hologram. Gonna get some chip damage with the gun.
Oh, DP has projectile invul. Okay. Anyway, he died.
And that's it. Just, again, we
And he could also do, isn't Thunder's, oh, what's the name? Charge up special. I'm gonna look it up. Call of Sky. That's projectile. It beats projectiles, right? If timed correctly, the lightning bolt can destroy projectiles as it strikes. Yay, alright, cool. I was at least right about that. I mean, that's probably not too useful against Carbine because there's multiple hits, I guess. But anyway. But no, I mean, I'm really just trying to keep in mind what the options are.
probably overlooked is
You know, like I'm at that stage where I'm just like, what can they even do?